I know you guys ask me all the time, Medium Man, where did you get those knit polos and shirts that you usually wear? Oxknit. And you know what's funny about this collaboration is that I was already wearing Oxknit shirts before I reached out to partner with them. I've always liked the clean, vintage-inspired 1960s and 70s style. Sharp collars, quality knit fabric, and that classic look that never really goes out of style. The shirts fit well, they're comfortable, and they match the way I like to dress. So if you're looking to upgrade your wardrobe, check out Oxknit. And if you use my promo code MediumMan, you'll save 15% on your order. And again, thank you for your continued support. Peace. God bless.
An enemy that follows us everywhere. It knows our fears. It knows our weaknesses. It knows exactly where to strike. We search for it in the world around us, in obstacles, in circumstances, in other people, but the truth is far more unsettling. The enemy has been with us all along. It is the voice that whispers, "You are not ready." The doubt that freezes us before we take our first step. The fear that convinces us to surrender before the battle has even begun. No rival can hold us back as much as our own hesitation. No wall is higher than the one we build in our minds. We are our own worst enemy. Yet the moment we confront that enemy, the moment we silence doubt and choose courage, we become unstoppable. Because the greatest victory is not over the world. It is that which is over our own mind.
Go ahead and make sure you click that link, get you some Teej Hanley, and support the Medium Man YouTube channel, and also support Teej Hanley.
come up together, but my vision takes it. Whenever you're in need, it's myself I offer. Soft spot in my heart, and it's getting softer. Weather the storm, hunt, and nothing will harm you. My ebony queen, while I'm your knight in armor. Wish I could tell you how I feel. Here's a kiss. This love's for real.
Just say just how I feel. It's for you.
This love's for real.
You know this love is real. It's for you. Just say how I feel. Don't you know this love is real? It's for you. It's for you.
This love's for real.
I love you, baby. I want you, baby.
This love's for real.
Don't nobody hold me, don't nobody kiss me the way you do. Nobody, don't nobody hold me, don't nobody kiss me the way you do. Nobody. Not a day goes by that I don't burn for you. Find myself yearning for the heaven that you bring me from your black hands. Touch me. Wanna feel you inside me. All I want is you. Love on me. nothing is my fault. I should have been better, but I did all I can. I swear, if I fall, you can call it the end of me. If I fall down, you can call it goodbye. It's hard to fit in when no one else can match it. I stay up my hours, but I'm still king of the castle. I just play it cool, I like to keep it casual. Grandma calls me handsome, so I know that that's true. It's hard to stay humble when they put you at the front of it all. Gotta learn to hold your tongue, that's why I always mumble when I talk. It's not my fault, I look good when I do what I do.
Just wanna stimulate your mind. Inside, I wanna know what's inside.
What up, though? Welcome back to another Media Man Live. Thank you guys for tuning in. So I told you guys that I was going to start doing the live call-ins. So it's going to be a little different since this is new. I do have a video that I want to play beforehand, but it won't be like this all the time. So throughout the week, I'll probably just start going live and just turn on the camera, right? And then I'll have the overlay with some music playing. So it'll kind of look like this, right? Hold on, let me show you guys. Give me a second. So I got the overlay, so it'll be like this. And then with the music overlaid like this. All right. So what I'm gonna do here, since this is new, I'm gonna keep the live stream open for about an hour or so. And if nobody comes up, then they just don't come up. So I'm just gonna leave it up. The link is in the description. If you want to come up, please make sure you review the rules on the community post and on the overlay. So before you get up here, just make sure everything is in order. So like I said, I'll just leave it up so people can come up if they choose to do so. So after we get done reviewing this video, I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to put the overlay up and I'm going to put the music. When I see somebody in the back chat, then I'll turn on the live stream. So this will not be one of your normal live streams until we get a consistent amount of people that's coming up to join on the live stream. And like I said, this is not a live stream where you just coming up here asking me about my content. This is about you. If you don't have any dating, relationship, marriage issues or something like that, please don't come up, guys. I just want to hear about what's going on in your life. All right. So yeah, if we get into other conversations, that's fine. But I'm trying to do this because, man, it's been requested so many times. So I'm opening it up. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I'll just leave the stream up for about an hour or so if anybody comes up. If not, then I'll come back on, close it up, and then we'll try again next time. And then also, if you want to schedule a time to come up for the next time I do a live, you can just send me a DM and I'll slot you in so you can be first to pop up, and then we'll get you up here and we'll discuss whatever you want to discuss. All right, especially about dating, relationships, and things like that. And let me be clear, I'm not a dating and relationship coach. I already done told y'all that. You just coming up here because I'm a good listener and I can give some good feedback, whether it be positive or negative. So don't come up here, man, trying to, shoot the SHIT, so to speak. If you got any issues, please let me know and we'll talk about it. And also, it'll be heavy engagement from the chat. As I stated before, I don't know everything. I don't know everything about what's going on in the dating and relationship space. So if you guys want to ask the person who is on screen a question, please send in the super chat, and you will be just as involved in the conversation as I am. Okay, so that's how we're going to do this. I'm going to try and make this as interactive as possible so we can, I guess, get to the bottom of what's going on in the dating market, because there is a lot of issues that is going on in today's modern dating market, and this has nothing to do with women, and I'm going to explain to you why in a second. But before we get to that, let me go ahead and acknowledge Pooh Man for putting all the links in the description. Thank you, brother. And thank you guys, man. Whoever still, using my code for Tej Hanley and also for Oxnet, man, you guys, I don't know what it is about the summer, but man, the sales has been up. Thank you for supporting the platform and using my code. You guys can let me know if there's any more sponsors that you want me to reach out to that will help you. Because if you look at the sponsors that I have, they either have to do with eating healthy, HelloFresh, Factor, Olipop, Tej Hanley is about, skincare, Manscaped, Clean Skin Club. All these things are there to be beneficial to the guys on my channel. So please make sure you use the link tree and get what you need from these platforms, because I still use everything. All right. So this is just not an ad. I don't get ads that I don't believe in. Okay. You guys asked me where I get my Oxnet shirts, my shirts from. It's from Oxnet. I reached out to them personally because you guys requested it, and we were able to strike a deal. And now I'm a affiliate partner. Okay. And we have our own code. So I do that for you guys because you guys ask me. I have some that I in mind, that I want to reach out to. As soon as I hit 60,000 subscribers, I'm definitely going to reach out to this platform. But yeah, make sure you click those links and get your percentages off. Thank you, Pooh Man, for putting everything in the description. Appreciate it. And then also we got Dante Bryan in the building. Thank you, brother. Brother Double M. Hold on, let me give Dante Bryan his just due.
Black man,
Black man trying to make it in society. Sitting on hip because I know they want to rob.
black man,
Shaking on the mother table.
black man,
We need all that.
All right. Thank you, brother. And we got Will in the building. What up, though? 499 bombs at Brother Double M and Chad. Happy Saturday. Absolutely, man. Happy Saturday. Salute to you, brother. Hope you're doing well out there, man. Blessings to you and yours. Hey, Will, what you think about Tuskegee University banning bonnets and do-rags? Bonnets, do-rags, and whatever the hell else they got going on. You went to Tuskegee, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think you went to Tuskegee University. Is it that bad? It's definitely that bad in Houston. Even when you go out and about, you see it all the time. Not necessarily the do-rags, and I'm pretty sure they weren't trying to key in on the do-rags as much. I think they were more focused on the bonnets and the pajamas and things like that. So they had to include the guys just to make sure they weren't being biased or seemed biased. But from what I see, I mean, it is very common to see young women out here in pajamas and even house slippers. It don't matter. Bonnets is crazy. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good thing, man. But since you're an alum, I'm pretty sure you have some input on that. Let me see what Will say. 199 Bomb said, yes, sir. Golden Tigers. I'm all for it. Absolutely. See, Will know. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. So thank you for your input, man. It's crazy. They had to go to these links to tell people not to show up crazy. And I don't know. It's I guess the age of do what you want, and nobody supposedly is supposed to judge you. I don't get it, but it is what it is. So thank you. But yeah, but if you guys got any questions that you want to ask me while I'm up here before anybody chimes in or logs on, let me know. Send in the super chat. And like I said, I'm gonna be hanging out. So once I see anything pop up, I'll just come back on screen and do what I need to do. So before we, open, I mean, the chat is always open. You can wait in the back if you want to come up. Just make sure you follow the rules first. Very respectful platform. So I want to make that very clear. Okay. But before we get to that, let me go ahead and apologize for one of the young men's appearance because of the fact that on this show, they are required to take their shirts off to see what they look like. And if you guys don't know what platform I'm talking about FitX Fearless. Do you guys know who that is? FitX Fearless. Is my well, let me make sure my audio is good. Okay, we good. FitX Fearless, right? So this young man, I believe he's in his mid-20s. Swelled up young brother, man. He has built. I watched his story on how he built himself up. I believe he used to like run track in high school, and then he played football in college for the Raging Cajuns. So he has his degree. He started off as a personal trainer, and now he does like social media content to the point that he made himself into a multimillionaire with his business. Okay, so the reason why I want to review his content is because I personally think that his platforms are the best YouTube platforms that young men need to watch, because of the fact that this tells you the full story of what's going on with a lot of men in today's dating market. Lack of, I guess, I want to say there's a lack of going to the gym, lack of ambition, lazy, don't care about your appearance, all of that. And I know I was reading some of the comments and people were trying to, discourage or dismiss FitX Fearless, his message, because he's a shorter guy. I was like, I've never heard men try and discourage men's message because he's a shorter guy. That sounds like the women when they talk about Kevin Samuels being married twice and his advice doesn't matter. But I watched maybe I want to say at least 20 to 30 videos and I got it. And some of the guys that came on the screen, they actually reminded me of some of the men that I see in the chat or in other people's chats, talking crazy about women, and then the women will end up exposing these men with their profile pictures, and you can see exactly what they look like and where they lack. Okay, so I'm surprised that nobody in my chat has ever mentioned FitX Fearless's name, and I think the reason why is because he holds these men accountable. And I think men go to the wrong source in regards to going to Kendra G's show to see any representation of men who can receive criticism and then fix some of the issues that they have. I think Kendra G's platform is primarily for women to look themselves in the mirror and see where they need to change, because there's a lot of women that are represented by the women that come on Kendra G's show. Same with FitX Fearless's channel. If there are men in the chat that probably have the same issues that some of these young men have. But the reason why people haven't, I guess, recommended his channel to me is because of the fact that he holds men accountable. And this has nothing to do with his height. I mean, his work speaks for itself. Okay. So I don't normally, I guess, promote or advertise other content, but I honestly believe that this young man, if you are a young man and you are middling or you're struggling and you need some, I guess, a push, you need to hear from this guy, okay? Because I was highly impressed in regards to how open the guys are. And one thing that I noticed, and it is a mainstay on his platform, y'all young dudes, you got to stop touching yourself. Y'all got to get rid of the corn sites and you got to get outside. Because damn near every conversation, the dudes mentioned, I don't talk to girls. And he's like, man, how many times you know what I'm saying, play with yourself? And these dudes, man, 5 times a week, every day. And I'm like, come on, man, this is embarrassing, but it needs to happen. And I'm absolutely shocked that nobody has ever mentioned this guy's name. I don't know his past. All I know is his content is good. He got damn near 4 or 5 channels. And they just keep popping up. And every time I'm absolutely amazed at the amount of work that men have to do, especially the young men. And this is not just black men, okay? He speaks to everybody. Been some arguments, people, complaining about what he's telling them. It don't matter. But it's an absolutely amazing channel for me to actually or visually see some of the representation of the guys that are out there. Okay. So yeah, this dude is absolutely amazing. So let's what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch this video, and this one speaks to a point that I've said multiple times. I can give men all the exterior advice that I can give you in regards to what you need to look out for when you're vetting a woman. Noticeable signs. Hey, she's playing you. She got you in the friend zone. We can give all the information and all the advice that we can over here, right? But the one thing that trumps that is what? Feelings. Yes, men have feelings. And I told you guys, damn near 8, 9, 10 consults that I've had with young men. The reason why they can't get rid of a woman is, one, the woman is the best looking woman that they've ever been with. And two, I love her. But medium man, I love her. I can't leave her. I like her. I don't know what to do, even though the red flags are right there in his face. And y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about as we watch this video. Okay? So yeah, so let's get to it. Let's see here. Did I miss any super chats? Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, one. A man supporting men 5 super chat said, when I was in college and had a class at 8 a.m. and the next one at 12 p.m., I wore pajama pants to class 2, dressed up for the 12 p.m. class. Okay. They trying to cut that out. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. All right. So let's let me see here. Let's get into the show. So like I said, the dude, he had already showed his physique. So I mean, it is what it is. He, got his shirt off. You obviously need to do a little bit of work. It is what it is. So yeah, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start it at the 3 minute and 45 second or somewhere around there mark. Here we go.
Honestly, bro, like, it's not even like I'm afraid of them. Like, I've honestly had enough. Like,
because they've wasted your time.
No. When I say I've had enough, I mean I've slept with enough women. I'm okay.
Nobody's telling you to sleep with more girls. I'm just saying. So you'd have no girls you're talking to right now?
Honestly, the only person that I talk to consistently would be the same person I'm no longer in a relationship with.
So that's the first red flag. He's not in a relationship with a girl, but he still keeps in contact with her. Okay, so that's the premise. And you can hear his accent. He's from Canada. I noticed that a lot of guys from Canada call into FedEx Fearless's show. What's going on with Canada, man? Here we go.
Why are you still talking to him?
Honestly, bro, like, this is why I'm here. I need you to talk me out of it. Like, it sounds dumb, but I honestly would love to get the positive reinforcement that I should have nothing to do with this girl. I only talked to her, I guess, because I've never loved anybody like this girl before.
What I tell you, I love her. Medium man, but I love her. I can't get rid of her. And y'all gonna understand why he needs to get rid of this woman in a minute. But this is a real thing. I know in social media spaces, men like to beat on their chest and say that they're alpha males and things like that. But the one thing that is consistent with every young man under the age of 30 that I talk to is that they catch so many feelings for a woman that they overlook red flags, one after another, because they love her, because I like her. She's the best looking girl that I've ever been with before. She's the only girl that I've been with before. So it's tough for me to let her go, media man. This is exactly what this man is saying. Okay, let's continue.
Like, honestly, like, I've never felt so close, attached, whatever you want to call it. And I understand that perhaps it's me being delusional. I just really need to get over this shit, or just hear somebody who I respect and, want to, I guess, emulate in some sense or form, tell me, bro, you're on bullshit and you just need to not talk to her again.
What happened with the girl?
I did not treat her like a lady, and eventually she stepped out. Honestly,
stepped out is another word for she cheated on me. Okay, so he's saying that he didn't treat her as a lady. I guess he's taking the blame for her cheating on him. Y'all starting to understand now? Makes sense? She cheated on him. Let's continue.
She cheated on you.
we weren't together, but we were still exclusively having sex. So I guess sure.
We weren't together, but we were still exclusively having sex. Then she fucked another dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, y'all motherfuckers, bro. Dog, there's no way it's this.
Come on, bro.
How is it this easy as a girl?
Call me.
My goodness, bro. Fuck. It can't be this easy.
Fit is right. FitX is right. Now after watching this show, now I understand why women go on the dating market and say the things that they say and what they want from a man. It sounds delusional to us because I'm like, man, these women crazy. But you have guys like this that are doing certain things like this. When you hear men in these spaces, oh man, I ain't taking a woman back if she sleep with another guy. But it's been so many videos that I watched of his where guys have taken women back for, even though the woman is cheated. That's why these women speak the way they speak. And I pray that the ladies are in this chat right now so you can see what I'm talking about. This is why the delusion is out there on the dating market, because a lot of men aren't being honest. FitX, his platform allows men to be honest. And that's why I like it. So let's continue. Here we go.
They can do whatever the fuck they want to do to y'all. Y'all gonna still stay there. So a girl you were dealing with, you guys were sexually exclusive. She fucked somebody else. And then you're sitting up here asking me why you should, how to get over her?
No.
She let somebody else she let another dude put his dick in her. Two dudes. She cheated with 2 men. And where is he? He's still with her. He ain't going nowhere. And he think it's funny. Interesting.
Bro.
Y'all like this shit.
No,
y'all
I don't. No.
Like
I genuinely don't, bro. It's
you're
just
into it. You must be into it. Because there's no way in the world a girl I'm gonna be dating let 2 dudes fuck her, and I'm gonna be sitting up here asking about how I'm gonna get over her.
But
I love her.
Bro, like, I could have been the guy that chose to ignore my feelings, lie to you, and say that, yo, this is not how I feel, but I genuinely need help.
I got you. I'm trying to get you to see how crazy you sound right now by asking me how you can get over a girl that let 2 other dudes fuck. She opened her legs and let another man inside of her.
And when it slipped out, she told him to put it back in. And I hope this stings. Yep. Flipped and dipper. On the side of the wall, on the couch. When she was cooking them eggs, he slid up behind her. They took a shower together. They did all that. And you still with her. Probably kissing her in her hot mouth.
Then she did it with another dude.
And you know what's like I'm gonna tell you something and you're gonna judge me crazy, but I'm only doing this so I could get the reaction out of you so that I could learn from my mistake. I guess I'll rewatch this video after. But the craziest part about it is both times when I asked her about it, she lied to me and had sex with me.
So this is a manipulation tactic that women like to use. She effed up. He caught her, cheating. And the way that she makes it up to him is to sleep with him. And you know what? He accepts the apology in the form of sex and allows her to go back out there and do what she needs to do. That's a manipulation tactic that women like to use. And you know what? It's working. It's working on a lot of men like this. And he doesn't understand it. He's like, man, but even though she cheats, she'll come back and she'll have sex with me. So it's all good. Yeah. Here we go.
So it's like she went from one guy.
So she out here like she letting everybody hit. She throwing that pussy out, dishing it out like candy. Hey, everybody. Hey, tell her she might as well give all of us some. Throw everybody else some. She letting everybody hit. Hey, chat, this girl out here giving pussy away. Hey, let everybody fuck. Why not? Throwing it out. Here.
I think that maybe the reason that I'm attached is because I don't believe that I could do better. And I think that perhaps may be my real problem. I think that I need to elevate myself in life. Bro, help me.
What does that sound like? Didn't I just mention scarcity mindset? Scarcity and abundance mindset. He has a scarcity mindset. He doesn't think that he can do better. And honestly, after this interview, he may not be able to do any better until he fixes himself. Okay? But he has a scarcity mindset, or what we call in these spaces one-itis. He only sees her. Any other women, he's blind to it. He tried to validate himself in the beginning of the interview by saying, I've had sex with a lot of women. He's probably lying about that. This woman is the one. That's his one-itis. Okay? So that's why he's like, yeah, I can't get away from her, because all he knows is her. And he gonna explain why. Hold on, we're not done.
I'm okay. This is why I'm talking about the whole point of you saying I don't want to work on women. This is where it comes full circle, right? It's because it's not that you're tired of women. You're dealing with a girl that's out here destroying you. Right? Like, just think about this, bro. Think about it.
That's why
she let another dude, like a girl letting another dude fuck is like, I don't give a fuck how much I love a girl. The moment you let anybody, you kiss another dude, you might as well not even exist to me. Fuck. She opened her legs for another man.
I can see something.
All the feelings will be out of I wouldn't have an ounce of feelings for her. Not even one. That is fucking disgusting.
It is, and it does disgust me, bro. It's like, I'm not like this, bro. Like, I used to be fit. I used to run a lot of game. And with this one, like, she honestly just caught me, bro. I have no clue
what that mean. Y'all translate for that. But this one-itis, she just caught me. I love her. I can't let her go because I love her. Y'all starting to understand now? All right.
What it is.
She caught you and then she caught all the two other
bro.
Hey, buddy. Those are the only two guys you found out about.
Yeah.
This is true.
Watch this. Watch the delusion on his end. FitX was trying to tell him, hey, you only know about two guys. He's gonna protect her. Hold on.
You just, man, she out here throwing pussy like that. I can't even imagine how many dudes she let really fuck. How long were you dealing with her?
2 years.
She was giving that shit out, boy.
Nah, she was with me. She couldn't. Not while we was together, bro.
Okay.
No. That's beneath her. Not while we was together, bro. She wasn't having sex with another guy. She was just, you know what I'm saying, those two guys, she just slipped and fell on it. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, banana peel, and she was on a weenie. That's what happened. He's protecting her because he don't see her as the bad girl. He sees her as a princess because she got him. He's wrapped around her finger. She know that. And it gets worse. Okay. Slow down, Frank.
Sure.
Slow down. You guys, she was living with you, and then when you guys were on a break, she magically found two other dicks to fuck. Oh, y'all dudes hilarious, bro. It can't be this easy to be a girl. How do they get away with this shit with y'all? How do they get away with it? How can women tell y'all this and y'all sit up here and believe them? So yeah, we're living together, and then two dudes just magically pop up in your life, and you let them fuck. Pew! It is magic.
It's not magic.
Yeah,
I feel like it's, how to say this. I understand where you're coming from. I feel like if I did not have the information, that is what I would also assume too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just magically just whew.
Honestly, bro, like I'll be real. It's not that it's something that is continual. I just think that perhaps like when she's at a low point, she's just very easily manipulated. Honestly.
Oh, now she gaslighting you. You see the gaslighting in real time, guys?
I'm
Here's the gaslight. Free me. No. It's not you gaslighting me. She's gaslight. Look how she gaslighted him, guys. She said, when I'm at a low point, I just let other dudes fuck.
Nah.
Yes. That's what gaslighting is. He probably confronted her. Hey, why did you cheat on me twice? And every time she's like, hey, man, I was at a low point in my life. And when I'm at this point, when I'm feeling depressed, I'm easily manipulated into sleeping with other men. And he accepted that. Yeah. And he accepted that answer until FitX is literally laughing in his face. Like, bro, it can't be this easy for women to get over on these young dudes. But a lot of young men don't know the signs. But obviously he does. He's on the platform. But he just don't care because of why? I love her. I like her. She beautiful to me. She wouldn't do that. Nah, when we was in a relationship, she didn't sleep with another guy. Those dudes just popped up because she's easily manipulated when she's feeling depressed. That's how they get you. This is a part of, like the 304 Tactics book that we actually, reviewed, right? All the Art of Seduction books that we done reviewed over here, that woman is running a playbook on this young man, and he don't even know it. Crazy, right? Let's continue.
What the fuck? When you at a low point, you just throw the pussy out. Bro, she's bullshitting you, bro. You're better than this. You're better than this. You're better than this. You're better than this. This girl she's literally out here telling you whatever the fuck you want to hear. You guys can't be getting scammed like this.
Bro,
y'all can't be getting finessed like this.
I've never been scammed like this before. Like
but she's doing it to you in real time.
Yes, and that's why I'm here for the help, bro. Because I swear to God, I've dealt with women before, and as soon as you said, kiss a guy, look at a guy different, I'm out, bro. Listen, I don't know why I'm still here.
Is it because you're attracted to her?
I've never been more attracted to a girl, honestly.
There it is. I've never been more attracted to a girl, honestly. She probably flipping dipping on him. You know what I'm saying? She doing everything to him. She probably got a big booty, probably the best looking girl that he's ever been with. That's why he cannot leave. Women know this. A lot of guys are swayed by, a big butt and a smile. That's why BBD made that song. That girl is poison. This is his poison. And he's taking a sip every time he see this woman. That's it. That's why he can't leave. This is the most attractive woman that he's ever been with.
Okay, so that's what it is. You're physically attracted to her, so you think that you're letting her looks beat your self-respect, and that's a low, bro. You're letting a woman's beauty come over your self-respect as a man. That's insane. I don't give a fuck how pretty a girl is. My self-respect and self-love will always be first. There's no girl on this planet that her looks are gonna have me out here embarrassing myself. She letting dudes fuck, and I'm wondering how I can get over her. That's wild. All the beautiful girls in the world.
It's sad. It's crazy, and it's like it hurts me, bro. Like I sit in bed and I'm just like, bro, like why do I feel this way about a girl that's like doing all this shit, whatever the fuck.
It's because you haven't had another option that's better. So, but you got to realize that she's not the only girl in the world, right? So this is the most beautiful girl you've ever been with, and men tend to make that mistake. We prioritize looks so much, right, that we think that looks are the most important thing. You looking at your lust over your self-respect. There are plenty of beautiful women. This is, and you say you're a guy that slept with a lot of girls. How many girls have you been with?
In fear of anybody I know seeing this video, I'd rather not disclose.
Okay, cool. But if you've been with a lot of girls, you should know that there are a lot of beautiful women. A lot. And then no one girl is the most beautiful. There are so many beautiful women. So many. All types of different colors. They all like, it's so, man, you ain't no way. You can see one girl, you think she's gorgeous. You see another one, she's like, man, it's too many fucking girls.
So what I'm gathering from his situation, I think what happened is sometimes when you grow up with a girl, like let's say you went to high school with her or you went to college with her, you probably saw her progression while you guys were friends, right? She wasn't as attractive before, but then once you started to get to know her, she started to grow into herself and you started being more attractive. So he has skin in the game. He's probably been dealing with this woman for a while now, right? So he sees her as one of the most beautiful women in the world because he's always been there. And he's like, man, if I get rid of her, then somebody else is going to have this beautiful woman who I think is the most beautiful woman in the world. And that allows him to overlook glaring red flags or even blatant disrespect in the form of her cheating twice because he's infatuated with her. His lust, like FedEx said, his lust has taken over his self-respect. And it's sad, it can be broken, but it's going to take some work from him, because FedEx is telling him what you need to do, but you see he kind of has an excuse for everything. It's tough, man. He's asking for help, but does he really want help? Or does he want somebody to just, side with him, validate his experience, and tell him to continue with this woman? Work it out with her. She'll change eventually, and then she'll be the woman that you want. That's what, crazy people would say. Okay? This is a good teachable moment.
It's too many damn girls. All right, I got to get going. But listen,
wait, hold on. How do I book a call with you? And what would the cost even be, bro? Like,
I don't even know if I can help you, sir. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. But listen, I'm gonna post a link for you to book a call. Right? This is not like you booking a call does not mean that I can help you. Let's make that clear. I will see. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You can book a call. Let's see if I can help you, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Sure, no problem.
I gotta go.
All right. So there you have it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is FedEx Fearless. He has multiple channels on YouTube where he does these call-in shows with the young men. And like I said, I'm an older guy. You know what I'm saying? I tend to do well with the guys that call in for consults, but I also do well with the older guys around 35, 50 years old, things like that, guys who are middling, content with being mediocre, things like that, right? Just getting by. So my advice to any young men who can relate to this situation or any situation that you may be going through, you will probably get the best advice from FedEx Fearless, because he's young and the guys that call in are young as well. And like I said, I would say the main issue that I've noticed on that platform with the young guys that call in is they want to talk to women, but they're scared to talk to women because they don't know how to communicate with them. And also their corn addiction. A lot of these young men have a corn addiction where they'll say, I remove myself from the dating market. And I don't know if you guys remember me asking this question. When I see guys used to post that in my chat, I remove myself from the dating market. And I used to always ask, what does that mean? Does that mean that you're going to forego women for the rest of your life? Are you going to pay for it? What is it? And most of the guys just say, yeah, I'm going to just forego women for the rest of my life. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm not giving them no money. So I'm like, well, what do they do when nature calls, so to speak? And this channel gave me my answer. A lot of these young men are corn addicted. So when I hear guys say, yeah, I'm removing myself from the dating market and they're not paying for it, that means that you probably got a couple corn subscriptions running rampant out here. Okay. And you playing with yourself every other day or every day, which is crazy. So if you know what I'm saying, if you need to get some professional help, you need to do so, because literally every title has something about a corn addiction in there. I was like, God, dog, is it that bad? So yeah, so young men, don't be scared. Do not go over to Kendra G's platform and, she'll bring up a Pookie and you like, oh man, I can't relate to this Pookie. I promise you can relate to one of these young men on this channel, because you're not going to get this representation on Kendra G show. Go here. Go to FedEx Fearless channel and get some of this truth. And also, there's another channel that's been popping up ever since I've been watching FedEx's channel, Ant CEO. Do y'all know who Ant CEO is? He's a young man, very intelligent brother. I actually sent a video of his to my homeboy. I was like, hey, this young man is it. If there was anybody that was going to be, like somewhat, and I want to give him his credit, of course, but if there was somebody in these spaces that was going to be somewhat of a Kevin Samuels, Ant CEO has like, I think he's growing his platform right now, but he's like 27 years old. He used to play football in college. Very educated young man. I'm not telling you to go to his platform and watch him, walk down the women. No, listen to the conversations that he has with men. Those are the conversations that you need to have to, and especially the older dudes, the old heads that come up there and try and invalidate his experience by saying, you young, you don't know the game. Like, brother, You know what I'm saying? Let me explain to you how educated I am at this. Okay? So don't go over there trying to go into a chat looking for him, talking to the single moms or talking to the delusional women, and you're gonna go into the comments. Oh man, this girl's a 304. She a 2. She gonna buy a dog and die alone. Nah, F that. Go watch the interviews that he does with men. That's where you get the best advice from, because some of y'all might fit that archetype, and you need that. You need that truth. Okay? I'm just now starting this call-in show. Okay? But these young men are very established, FitX Fearless and Ant CEO, and they don't have the same type of content, but they are useful to young men. And like I said, I don't promote channels like that, but I would be doing you guys a disservice if I didn't advise you to go to those young men's platforms. And like I said, I don't know these young men. They may not even rock with my channel. That's not the purpose. If I agree with 90%, 80% of your content, that don't make you an enemy. It just is what it is. You're a black man doing what you need to do. So I don't even focus on, trying to, treat you like a pander or something like that. I don't care. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to get, to kind of present you guys some other avenues of help that I may not be able to, reach, with what I do over here. Okay. So check them out. And CEO and FitX Fearless. Okay. Great content. I could literally sit up here all day and review FitX Fearless videos because I watched 20, 25 of them, man. I mean, it was very eye-opening for me as an older guy listening to the younger men. I think I actually helped me in these spaces. So now when I see guys comment, I kind of understand. I'm like, I see, yeah, you may be going through something, just like these young men. So shout out to that young man for calling in, because it takes a lot of guts to do that. And also, take off your shirt. You know what I'm saying? He had these dudes take off your shirt, stand up. You know what I'm saying? They be 300-400 pounds. And like, hey, I need to get in the gym. And that's the type of accountability that young men need. So check them out, man. Really good. Really good. Let me see here. Let me get the super. I know I missed a couple super chats. My bad. HVAC man, $5 super chat said last live or before I got flamed in the chat saying black men have no standards. This video flex is showing backs up my point. Black men have no standards. No, man, it's HVAC man. I don't know if you was here when I told you that he just doesn't talk to black men. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I told you about that. Now I'm starting to question, brother, and I've never even used this in my space because I've had no reason to question, but the way that you speak about black men, and I believe you said something about American black men or FBA black men. Are you a FBA black man? Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because the way you speak about black men, it seems like you remove yourself from black men over here. Does that make sense? Now, if there's anybody in this, in this space who holds black men accountable, it's me. But when you make a sweeping generalization based off of one video where I literally said that FitX talks to everybody, this same conversation I could have pulled up a white dude, a Hispanic dude, an Asian dude. So it's not just black men. Did I target black men? I said men. Okay? So I understand what you're trying to do here, brother, but you got to clean that up. That's the second time, man. I'm starting to question, brother. And you know what I'm saying? I've been giving a little grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool dude. You've been here for a while. I enjoy your input, but you've taken that liberty a couple times, even on the Instagram platform as well, man. All right. Let me see here. Dante Bryan, $2 bomb said, "Where's the FitX dude from?" I'm not sure. I think he's from somewhere else. Maybe he may be Haitian or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe from. I know he's living in Colombia, so he may be Spanish of some sorts. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, it's great content, man. Please, y'all go check it out if you can. I was highly impressed. So, Yeah. Oh, thank you, Boo Man, for putting and CEO. And like I said, I don't know the young man, but I did come across some of his videos, especially the ones that he was talking to older guys. That's the one that intrigued me because he had like a whole, I want to say a whole, maybe a live stream or a compilation video of where he was talking to older guys, like even dudes older than me. And I was embarrassed by the representation of the older guys that came up to talk to Ant CEO. Even though, like, I've been on record a couple times where I told you guys the story on how I started to become serious about investing. When it was 2014 and I was working at the Pentagon and I had a troop that I supervised. I just mentioned in November, I was like, hey, my New Year's resolution is to learn how to, invest and trade in stocks, right? And he was like, oh, I can teach you. Just that simple. I can teach you. He's like, oh, yeah, what I'm saying? I went to Auburn University. I have a degree in economics. And he's like, yeah, I teach you. He's like, yeah, so let's do this. Investopedia simulator. And over the last 2 months of the year, he showed me how to invest, what I need to get, what I need to invest in, S&P 500, all this type of stuff. That came from a young man who was lower ranking than me. Now, if I was a dumbass and I was sitting there being an old head and like, oh, man, this young dude can't teach me nothing, then I'll be sitting here not knowing how to invest as thorough as I do now if I didn't listen to him. Same thing that happened with Ant CEO. So when I watched some older dudes up there and they was talking crazy to this young man for, trying to sun him, oh, man, you don't know nothing. You ain't been here long enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that shit was embarrassing. I sent it to my homeboy. I was like, look at this foolery. It made us look bad. And I told you, I'm very critical of a lot of older black men in these spaces because we created a lot of problems that the younger generation has to fix now. And it's unfortunate that this happened. And I came into this space late, but what I saw up there was absolutely disgusting. And the way that Ant CEO handled it was absolutely amazing. I was very impressed, by the way he articulated himself, the way he controlled the conversation. Of course it turned into insults, but the old dude started it. And I wish I had that queued up. I would play it for you. But yeah, I was embarrassed. As an older black man, I was embarrassed. So, but yeah, man, it was crazy. Let me see here. Did I get everything? So yeah, so for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the overlay up there. If anybody want to come up, I'll be up here. What time is it? 1 hour. So I'll leave it up until 10:30 CST, Houston Standard Time. So we got like 14 minutes. If nobody comes up, I'll come back on the screen and then we'll close it out. But yeah, but that's how it's gonna go. I may have a video lead in like this one. But until somebody comes up, just listen to some of these smooth tunes that I'm gonna just keep playing until somebody hit the link. All right. So I'll be in the back chat. Hold on, let me put the overlay up. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. All right. We're gonna get out of here. But before I go, let me say this to my Instagram folks over there. Don't send me any more Steven Crowder videos or clips about him talking about the black community. Don't send me any more. And the reason why is because the people who are allowing Steven Crowder to go on their platforms are black men. And it's embarrassing. They are not prepared to have a conversation about the black community, in particular black men and black fathers, because they don't know black men. So I don't know why y'all keep inviting this white man to y'all platform and allowing him to say a broad blanket statement saying that the black community don't have fathers and the women lead it, and you guys don't have any pushback. You actually laughed. So you guys have sent me that clip 3-4 times. How many times have I addressed Steven Crowder directly, broken it down point by point? How many times have I addressed the fatherhood dynamic in the black community? There's nothing I can do because black men keep bringing this white guy on their platform uneducated, and you guys aren't giving him any pushback because you don't know. You just accepting the fact that this man has said black, because you guys don't have, he literally said you guys don't have fathers. Like black men don't exist. And y'all laugh at it. So that's why I'm saying don't send me any more Steven Crowder clips. Because everything that he's saying, y'all know it's a lie. I already addressed it, but I can't do anything about it if barbershops and black podcasts keep bringing him on here trying to make it seem like he's bridging the gap when he's literally laughing in y'all face. It's embarrassing, okay? So stop sending me them clips. I'm not discussing that shit anymore. Until black men get on code and stop bringing this white man on their platform, don't send me no more Steven Crowder clips, all right? Shit crazy, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh, we got Will up here. Hold on. Before we get there, what's going on, Will? How you?
What's going on, media man?
Ain't nothing. Chilling. That's a nice shirt, man. Hold on, brother. You trying to show me up?
No. Look, I was in the bed. Look, I had to throw something on. Had to come match your energy.
What you got?
I guess my situation. I was dating someone earlier this year, and I've been really on my grind as far as like work goes. You've definitely been like a big motivator to like be in the gym. Like I was actually just recently reviewing like my logs. Shoot, I'm up 15 pounds. I ain't even realize
man.
it.
I told what I say, man. You at a good place. It don't even matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is touch a couple weights, and you're gonna gain some weight, man. So congratulations to you, brother.
Yeah. So I guess more like I guess what I was gonna ask you is just like, you were in this area, you were in the DMV, being in the military, I think you said you worked at the Pentagon. So I know that's, a lot of hours, high intensity, high pressure. How did you manage your time with like dating, how did you manage between the ones who, you kind of put in the wife category and the other things category?
Well, my situation was a little bit different because while I was at the Pentagon, I was stationed for 4 years. I had a 4-year tour there, but I actually deployed twice while I was at the Pentagon, once for a year and another for 5 months. So I was kind of in and out or whatever. So when I first got there, I was dating, but like I said, the dynamic was I'm just, focusing on trying to, finish my master's degree. And I would tell these women, straight up, hey, this is what it is. I really don't have time to cultivate a relationship. And in some ways in that area, I mean, you probably can attest to this. A lot of women are very successful there. They are financially stable. It's so many colleges around there that damn near the woman working at Starbucks may have a bachelor's or master's degree, So it was kind of easy in that sense. And also spending a lot of time in the, the DC area, the financial district, where that area is, going to the little coffee shops. I was able to, I guess, meet women like that, and also at the Pentagon. This is prior to me meeting my wife. But yeah, it was the balance was just being honest, because I wouldn't lie to you. Like I told you guys, there was a point in my life where I was not ready to be anybody's husband. And I was very honest about that. So when I approached the dating market, it was with that mindset. I had some internal work that I needed to do, because if I would have tried to cultivate something serious with a woman at that time, I wouldn't have been ready. So I had to make sure that I was ready, and which is why, even though me and my now wife got married later down the road, it took a while because of the fact that I had to finish up some things. So yeah, it wasn't, I mean, meeting women was never the problem. It was the fact that, you got to be honest, and you got to make sure that, you can handle those rejections, because you can tell 10 women, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious, and 7, 8 of them be like, yeah, I am. Good day to you. But the 2 that were, it's just like, oh, okay, cool, we match. It's just, I guess, I hate to use this term, but the equally yoked thing that people use, you know what I'm saying? We have to be on the same page. So that's how I did it. I didn't do any monk mode. I despise that monk mode dynamic where people say, I need to focus on getting my money up, so I'm gonna just go monk and not deal with women. It's like, bro, I'm not a fan of that. But I think you can, time management can help you. And also, y'all, the dating market is a little bit different now because of all the expectations and what women think they deserve and all this type of stuff. So you guys have a lot more vetting that you have to do that we did in the past. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that I can say is like get in the field and communicate. Remember, we talked about just talking to women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not necessarily trying to shoot your shot or game or anything like that. Just talking to women, and sometimes things will work out. So, what happened with old girl?
Just didn't think we were all that compatible. Like I remember on like one date we went on, it was around my birthday, and just like personal story is just like my mom passed, back in 2019, and our birthdays are 2 days apart.
Oh,
So
okay.
so when my birthday comes around, I generally am not like in a celebratory mood. And I was kind of like, I had just started dating the girl. So I hadn't like fully opened up to her. I wasn't like transparent initially about it. We did end up going out on a date on my birthday.
Right.
And that's when I told her, I was just like, yeah, this is so on and so forth. Like, why I wasn't like really trying to go out on this day, blah, 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 blah. But then it was like the next date. she I was telling a story about, I grew up in the country from Alabama. So I was like telling like a snake killing story or something like that. Like somebody my mom used to date, she was like, oh, maybe she like that. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's it was like I was telling her about like how my mom dated a doctor. And she made basically like kind of like a sexual innuendo about like my like dead mom. I was like, oh yeah, the doctor like killed the snake with his bare hands. And I told my mom after that, I was like, Mama, what he did to that snake, he might do to you. He a little crazy. And she was
Okay.
like, maybe your mom like that. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, she may be a little awkward, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just, kind of to what you were just saying, like the vetting is a little different. Um, on that same date, she was asking me about like Kevin Samuels and all types of stuff like that. It's just like, what do you think about it? Like, did you watch him? What did you think about his content? I was like, I watched him. I had, things I agree with him on. Yeah. And, that's, you know, sitting across the table from somebody and they get quiet.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, from what I learned, what did Kev on stage say? Where he was like, he was encouraging women, black women in particular, to ask black men when they go out on a date, how do you feel about the Meg and Clay situation as like a disqualifier? You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like, yeah, so if they side with Clay, then you don't need to date that man. And that's the same thing that women try and do with Kevin Samuels. From what I learned, and I've heard this question before, or this scenario before during consoles where guys will say, women ask him about how do they feel about Kevin Samuels. And I honestly think that's a good conversation because it gets you to understand where that woman's mindset is. Because if you can understand that, hey, if somebody is running a platform and somebody comes up to that platform for advice, and then all of a sudden it turns into an argument after the man has said, I'll be nice to you if you be nice to me, and you still don't listen and you get upset, if they can't understand that, then that should be a deal breaker for you instead of her trying to make it seem like it's a deal breaker for her. She don't get to make that decision. You can listen to him and be like, hey, it was some things I disagree with. And most of the time, from what I learned, the women will say it was his tone. You hear that all the time. And I think we talked about that where I was asking guys, does tone matter? Because I think we reviewed some video and it was a guy that was talking, a little bit crazy to the men. And a lot of guys in the chat was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? His tone was off. And I was like, oh, well, tone does matter. So you can kind of understand sometimes the message can get, mixed up, or people will not listen to the message if the tone is off. And then even, you work in like a corporate space or whatever, that you can't supervise everybody the same way.
Exactly.
Some people respond well to, tough, hey, you need to do this and do that, but some people can't handle that. And you would be surprised. There's a lot of people in the military that have never been yelled at outside of basic training. You know what I'm saying? So when you try and bring that type of leadership to certain people, especially in a medical career field, it may not go over well. So you have to adjust, So I think it's a good question for women to ask and also for y'all to ask. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you make it lucky and women be like, yeah, I agree with them, So
yeah. I don't know. I feel like what I run into, just, not necessarily, I'm not even necessarily trying to date every woman, but it's just like you said, just talking to women.
Yeah.
I'm, like I said, I think I said it in your last live or whatever. It's just like, I'm just like a Southern dude, Southern hospitality. I'm walking on the street and I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Walking my dog, walking in the gym. How's it going? Have a good workout. And you do that, enough times, especially with the same people in the gym, at work, whatever, people start talking to you more.
Yeah.
And it's just like the thing I run into is just like, I would say like one of my problems on the dating scene is that between like my work and my gym schedule during the week, I'm not out and about, I'm out and resting. So my target demographic isn't really out here in the first place. But then on the weekends when I'm out in like Maryland and DC and everything, also I'm generally at a place where it's like older women are more often than not. But it's just, I kind of run into that same thing. I talk to women and then there's just a lot of disdain for for black men.
It's tough. And I honestly, I've is there echo? Do you hear that?
I didn't hear it echo.
Okay. But no, man, I definitely understand. I got a clearer picture of what's going on over the past maybe year or so about what black men deal with in the real world, because a lot of people have dismissed social media as being the only place that this happens. And that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that black men have to deal with in regards to just normal discourse and speaking with black women, even approaching black women. So I know I've said this before, I can't really control what they do. I can only help the men over here to see if you can kind of break that third, fourth wall or whatever by just being yourself. And as like you said, a Southern gentleman, it's crazy. I was looking at the marriage statistics. The majority of black marriages come from the South. And that, the reason why is because, of course, most of the black people in the United States live in the South, but that's where the majority of our marriages come from. So it's, and some of my greatest examples of people being married and why I wanted to pursue marriage again was from men who were from the South, from Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina. One of my best friends, I consider him a brother. The way he carries himself as a husband inspired me to get my act together. You know what I'm saying? And, and get right with God, so to speak, and make sure I was ready to be a good husband. So, and I always speak very highly of the South, and maybe it's because my roots from there. My mother, they grew up in Louisiana. So they migrated to California, which is where I was born. But the majority of my family is from Louisiana. So yeah, man, it's especially for you. You know what I'm saying? You may be a friendly guy, and sometimes you don't know what you're walking into by being
Yeah.
nice. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Nah,
Bro.
I had that happen. We had a Goals out. We have a Goals out here in Reston. I don't
Mm-hmm.
go there anymore because they opened up a DMV Iron out in Herndon, so I go there now. But it's just like, especially when I see black people, I try
Mm-hmm.
to talk to, and I was trying to be like a contrarian. You see on social media, it's like, don't talk to us in the gym.
Yeah.
And it's like a black woman that's like a regular at the gym. So it's just like I tried to say hi to her and pass it. When I tell you just like the death stare that I got, like like I was the gum on the bottom of her boot, I was just like, oh, okay.
Hey, well, I mean, it's just one, and I don't want to one lady. I get it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to tell you to, just be going out of your way and all this type of stuff. But sometimes you just can't help it, man. I'm the same way when I see black folks. I go to the gym. I don't really say much, but where I live, it's not that many black people there. So when I do see black folks in the gym, I'll you get a head nod or whatever, what's up or something like that, and always acknowledge each other. And I'm like that in public as well. Luckily, I live in Houston. If I do go to downtown or something like that, it's black people everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying? You say hi or what's up, or you in a store or something like that. And we were supposed to go to it's like this woman here that runs like a pop-up bakery shop, black woman. And we were supposed to go there, but forgot I was tired. But yeah, I'll go support her next Saturday. But yeah, man, I definitely understand. Um, Remember, you can't control what other people do, man. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I wish some of the stuff that we talk about over here would reach a broader scale where we start seeing some change in real life. But I still haven't gotten any good feedback. Like I went to Maryland this week. Like I told you guys, I was going out there to go see what's going on with Howard. And while I check on my house, it's time to get a new roof for the people that are renting my home. And yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot that the black community going through, and we're trying to bridge the gap as much as possible. But the only thing that we can do is control how we move. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
But it's just sometimes it's just being discouraged. It's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the women I talk with at work. And it's funny because it's just like I thought to like one of your videos where it's just like you call some of the like women hating men, like comparing them to like the like racist, like white
Mhm.
nationalists. Cause it's just like that's some of the parallels I get sometimes. You know, I feel like being like an upstanding southern gentleman. It's just like I'll be at work and it's just like I'll be with like some of my like black coworkers, a lot of them are women. And
Mhm.
it's just like, men are like this, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll be in the room and they're just like, but not you, not you. And I
See,
was
nah,
like, and then,
nah.
and then, because it always reminds me of like growing up in like Alabama and having, friends of other races. And then they'll like talk about like another black person, but then they'll be like, oh, but I'm not talking about you.
Nah, yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely relate. In the military, you got to check people, pull them to the side. Hey, man, I'm not one of these black folks that you can sit there and talk crazy about black folks. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna say it's not me. So that was always checked at the door. That happens, and I served in a lot of joint environments, so with like other services. So yeah,
Yeah.
so they don't know how you operate, and you don't know how they operate. So you have to get an understanding immediately before things get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand, man. But it's a lot. We dealing with a lot. I mean, even on my platform, and I tell black women this all the time, man. I'm like, hey, even if I was coming up here cursing out black women, calling them out their names, I would still get the same responses I do by doing what I do now. So me not cursing at black women or calling them names is my choice because I will still be viewed the same way if I did curse them out. And
Hmm.
I noticed that. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this because I don't act like that outside of social media. You know what I'm saying? Like I act the same way that I do on live streams. But trust and believe, I definitely understand. So I may think that I'm doing something different than the guys who do call black women out their names, or the guys that do curse black women out and things like that. But they see us all as the same. So it really don't matter. It's up to the person if they want to have a standard or if they don't. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get it, man. I know this a lot. So yep.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and I just feel like I struggle out here just because I talked in a previous live stream.
Mhm.
Just with how my family dynamic shook out between my mom and my dad. I'm celibate, so
Mhm.
you know, I'm trying to marry, wed before I bed. Have somebody that's gonna marry before they carry. Especially on the secular dating market. I'm
Mhm.
not Christian, Muslim or anything, but
Mhm.
growing up in the South, that's a lot of the foundation for my morals.
Mhm.
And then, combine that in combination, you have the statistics that
Mhm.
you've shown over and over again. It's just, I try to have the abundance mindset, but,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not really trying to deal with the other things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
like it's just like a needle in a haystack trying to find someone that's even wife quality.
Yeah, man, you got to frequent those. I mean, even though you don't identify as Christian, but I think Shakia Brooks, her platform would definitely help you out. I don't know if you've been over there yet, man.
I have.
Yeah,
It's
would you find
just,
out?
I mean, they do a lot of events,
Hmm.
but it's so marketed to Christians. I
Yeah.
feel alienated in there.
Hmm. It's another black man that created this app as well. I forgot the name. Hold on, I can get it to you. I'm not sure if it's a Christian base. Um, let me see. Dating app. He just created it. I saw it on a YouTube page. Black man. Hold on. I'm gonna while you here. Yeah, here it hold on. It's called anti hookup culture startup launches new dating app. It's called Celibate for celibate and abstinent singles that's dating with intention. It's called Celibate. Okay.
Okay.
And that's and it's ran by a let me see here. I'm pretty sure it was a black man that did it. Let me see. And they have it there. They have a page on Instagram. Here it is right here for anybody who want
Okay.
to check it out. So yeah, it's called the Celibate app. So yeah, and this was marketed by the Black Millionaires page. So typically they find black businesses to market. So yes, I mean I'm pretty sure it's ran by black folks. So that should help you out as well. Because like I said, it's very tough to get on the regular dating market, secular dating market, and try and find somebody, on the same path as you because you see the stories, the women kind of use it. Yeah, I'm celibate absent now, but then it's like, two buckaroos running around. It's like
Yeah.
it's like, wait, hold on now. But yeah, go over there, man. Create an account and see what shakes out, man, and try and frequent those spaces. I want to say, and like I said, you don't identify as Christian because I know in DC, the churches, I forgot that large church in DC, very well known pastor. They do events all the time, but they market it is not for this Christians alone. It's just people who are, trying to date in that space. I'll get the information for you. I'll send it to you. So
Okay.
I'll help you out. But yeah, big church, man. I don't know why it slipped my mind. But yeah,
I feel
they
like I know
always
the one you're talking about because I feel like
yeah,
they do a
man.
lot of
God
stuff
dang
with
it.
the CBC.
Yes, yes, yeah. Damn. I'll find it, but I'll send it to you. But yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm glad everything is going well. You know what I'm saying? The gym and things like that. But now we got to work on finding you a wife. So
Yeah.
I
Uh,
definitely
it,
do that. So
it's funny. I was having that conversation with one of my like older black man coworkers. He's like, "You just need to go on back home, William. Go back to Alabama."
I'm pretty sure, man. I mean, these Southern women, I speak very highly of the South. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, especially when I first heard UGK. So that's, but let's go ahead and get out of here, man. But I appreciate you coming up, man. But I'll holler at you once I get that information.
And
Thank
one
you,
more
brother.
thing, milestone. I know you always say to share the milestones. I made my last student loan payment for my private loans.
Hey, man, I know you feel free.
Oh yeah.
What you gonna do with that extra money, man?
I'm splitting it between a couple things. I'm doing like my own little mini savings challenge.
Okay.
So building my savings up, and then I opened up a new account. So house fund.
Okay.
Gonna try to buy me something out here in Reston or somewhere in the DMV. My plans to go to. I told you I'm planning to go back to graduate school
Yeah.
next year. So I'm trying to stage kind of a pivot. Make a little bit more bread. So.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
stay
man.
out here in kind of like the Reston, Loudoun County area,
Mhm.
since a lot of the money's out here right now.
Yeah,
So.
I love it. I love it out there. I know that area, didn't they just build when we like I think I reviewed something where they're building some big tech company or something like that. I forgot. I'm gonna get the information, but I remember I mentioned something about that. Something is out there that's going on, and it's driving a lot of people to move out there. So I'm gonna ask, but yeah, I'll get the information on that. But you mentioned the savings challenge. I actually created a Discord, so I have Discord now. I'm just setting it up right now. I'm going through the process of I got to finish up setting up the server or whatever. So we're gonna do like ongoing savings challenges and things like that, and help people, get that money back. I was actually impressed by a lot of folks who saved money when we did the first savings challenge. So the next one, we're probably going to do an investment challenge. If you guys don't know, two black banks just merged together. If you go on to John Hope, was it John Hope Bryant? Hold on. Go to, let's see, John Hope. Yeah, John Hope Bryant's page. You can see the announcement on there. Two black banks just merged together. So once they get that up and running, we're actually switching some of our accounts. It's not just me, it's my wife, my homeboy, a couple other friends. We're gonna move some of our money, our accounts, to the black bank. So I'll get the information. I'm planning on doing a live stream about it. So yeah, so you guys will have that information here shortly. But yeah, so it's a lot going on, man. I'm trying to, make sure I do my best and help the black community. But congratulations to you, brother. You know what I'm saying, for paying off them loans, man. I know you feel good. Hopefully that money serves you well. Man, congrats. And Dante Bryant put the fire emoji up there. So
yeah. Speaking of the challenges, what about the run walk challenge?
I got to get back in there, man. I haven't even looked at it. I've been taking screenshots of myself. I'll calculate and see what's going on and see how people did. So I'll give you guys an update.
Look, I wasn't at the top, but I was in there.
Yeah, so. Man, we was all into it. Like I just every time I go to the gym, man, I've been remembering the run walk challenge, and I always make sure I take a picture of my information every day. I got a whole list of them. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely tally up and see what's going on, man. But I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for all the updates, and be on the lookout for the live stream about the banks. So
awesome.
All right, brother. Yep.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. All right, Will, my guy. Let's see here. Let me see who else. All right, we got everything cleared up. Cool. All right. But yeah, so you guys, like I said, I have a Discord now. So I have a Discord. So I'm gonna make sure that I get everything up and running, get the servers. I'm still learning how to operate it. So I'll let you guys know here in a second. But my goal is to make sure we do those investment challenges and those savings challenges, and also probably do some like add some questions in there and things like that. So I probably won't be as active if I want to, but a lot of folks asked me to create a Discord, and I'm setting this up along with my Twitch stream because don't forget, uh, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out in November. So I plan to learn how to play. And I want to do a Twitch channel to see if we can all get together and like play and discuss it. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna try and make some time in my golf schedule if I can. So we'll see. I'm starting to. I'm trying to right now. If you guys, I'm learning how to hit stingers off the tee. So a stinger shot is like a little, like straight shot or whatever. It definitely helps you out, especially with the tree lines and things like that. So I'm learning how to do that right now. I may have some footage of it today. Let's see here. And also my wedge work. I'm still learning how to use wedge. It's hitting a wedge, and I know I'm talking about golf, but hitting wedge shots is very tough. So I'm learning. So let me see here. Did I hit this as a stinger? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So I don't know if y'all could see that, but that's me learning. Okay. It's like I'm in there every day. So yeah, so I'm learning as much as possible. So trying to break 80, that means a lot to me. So I'm gonna get there. So, but yeah, appreciate you. Oh wait, let me get this super chat. What's that? Gordon W, what up though? $2 just said Google data center is a company. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I knew it was something going on out there. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, make sure y'all be on the lookout for these live streams to pop up. And like I said, I'll just have it open. And if you want to come up, you can come up. I have the link in the chat, and you guys just can pop up. All right. Hold on, let me get Will out there before we get out of here. All right. So until next time, I'll be back. Peace. Media Man out. Thank y'all. And here's some music. Well, let's just play the Black Man affirmations. Peace. God bless.